mess in the background. There's a lot going on. My life is kind of falling apart. But anyways, I have some new to me makeup products that I would really like to try. So I'm gonna do that in a kind of get ready with me format. But first I need to go take a shower, so I'll be right back. I'm organizing my cart of makeup that sits next to me, and because it's a mess, it looks horrific. But I absolutely just destroyed my knuckle on this Pat McGrath palette. Like, you could probably find some DNA on this thing. So I finally finished my junior year, which I feel like was pretty rough. I did not have the best time, honestly. Not that anything was particularly difficult. Like, the classes were all fine. I mean, my grades are still fine. I don't know. I think it's more of the sense of like, I just want to be done, you know? I have senioritis before I'm even a senior. I think in general with going to school to be a teacher, there's so much that you could learn at college, but you don't really, and I understand it depends on what institution you go to also, but I mean, there's certain things that we just didn't, or we haven't, or we won't really talk about. And that's fine, because it's one of those things you just kind of figure out when you start teaching. You know, there's things that college can't really tell you how to do. It's more of a real life experience sort of thing, and that's fine. But I mean, if that's the case, why am I here for 4 years? You know? And college is college because it's college. You know, it is the way it is because it's been that way forever. There's just, I don't feel like this needs to be a 4-year degree, you know? I am at the point now where, I mean, I was at this point in high school, so like take it with a grain of salt, but I mean, I'm at the point now where I feel like I'm not really gonna learn anything. I'm not gonna learn anything. I don't feel like I'm learning anything. So I'm just here to waste time and money is what it feels like to me. And I mean, fortunately, my college got us into, or attempted to get us into the classroom as soon as possible. I mean, considering all of the other outside factors that happen to everyone worldwide. I'm gonna be using this Estee Lauder quad birthday card. This Estee Lauder quad is Pure Color Instant Intense Eyeshadow. I went to the cosmetic company store and I thought this would be fun. So anyways, so I forgot eyeshadow primer. My college really, and my program tries its best to get us to experience actual teaching as much as possible, which is great. But, I mean, especially as a senior, it's still not your classroom. I mean, you're there all day, every day, and it's still not your classroom. So you're still managing something that's not yours, and I think it's just gonna get exhausting. And can we talk about the fact that teaching interns aren't paid? Like, I'm not one to like go on big tangents about that stuff because it can't change anything, so why complain about it? But I mean, come on. We're there all day, every day, and by the end of our senior year, we're doing the work of a teacher. So, free labor? I guess so. But, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just not excited. That's a big fat bummer, so moving on. I went to Hershey Park a week and a half ago. That was fun. I hate roller coasters, so I didn't go on any of them. I went on some other stuff, like joyrides, but, yeah. Very anti-roller coaster. I like my feet firmly planted on the ground, and I don't like to feel like I'm dying, so. This eyeshadow palette is, in theory, nice, but it's so sparkly, and I don't really think you're supposed to use it with a brush, because every time I use it with a brush, it looks kind of funky. So, I don't know. It's okay. I mean, I don't think you can even see what I'm doing, because I'm literally just using this lightest cream sparkly shade, so good job to me, I guess, but whatever. Okay, let's see. So as you might know, I am a middle school major, but I used to be an elementary major. I switched sophomore year, I think. So I have some experience in elementary school. I have experience in a kindergarten classroom. I have a little bit of experience in a third grade classroom, and I have a little bit of experience in a first grade classroom. Most of my experience is in kindergarten though, and middle school now, but just specifically for elementary, it would be kindergarten. So last year I was in a 7th and 8th grade classroom, and it was okay. Honestly, that probably contributed to why I didn't really like junior year, but it was okay. The teachers were fine. I got good experience out of it, which is really all you can ask for. But the school environment was not my favorite. It's one of the, how do I want to word this? It's one of the more troubled schools in terms of student, not achievement, maybe behavior. Probably behavior, so student behavior. So you have a lot of disciplinary action taken at that school for various reasons, and I also didn't really like how the school was set up. The principal split it so one team had all of the students with IEPs and one team had all of the students with 504s. And talking to some teachers, most of them didn't really like that, but it had been that way for several years since he became principal, and I guess it just is the way he liked to run his school. I turned on a light, so hopefully that looks better, because I know there was like a weird shadow on my face. So anyways, that's all to say that through that field placement experience, I really figured that where you are, no matter how much you like your students or how much your mentor teacher is great, the school that you're at really makes, the school you're at and their policies really makes a humongous difference on how you feel as an intern. And I'm obviously as an actual teacher as well, the same thing applies. So basically I took my experience from that and I decided that I did not want to go to the other middle school that I would have to go to as a senior intern. So in my school, interns are given a list of schools and they are asked their preference to which school they would like to go to. Elementary and early childhood have a fair few amount of schools, and they're split into 2 different counties because that's just how my university partnered with the counties. So in that case, you have a higher chance of getting a school, even if it's not your first choice, that is still in a good area and is still less mentally draining, I guess. I'm not saying this to badmouth any school either, by the way. There's plenty of difficult schools that have a fantastic school culture and fantastic students and all of that, but it's one of those things you have to look at after yourself. And I know that I was only at this middle school 1 day a week for the whole year, which is not a long time at all. But I know if I went to the other school or even stayed at this one, I would really not have a great intern experience. I like that I just fully stopped doing my makeup. Okay, now I'm going to do this Wet n Wild Glass Correct Primer. I got it because it was green and I have a lot of redness, but it doesn't seem to really be doing anything. So all that to say is I am now going to be interning in a 5th grade classroom. So I'm excited. I've heard that the school is great. That's very green. I've heard that the school is great. And that's the most important thing. It is, I think, closer to the university, so that's good. Maybe by like 10 minutes than the school I had to go to before. That's also the thing though. My friend is carpooling or is driving me there because she also goes there. Because I will not have a car this year because other people in my family need the car. So we'll see how like grocery shopping and all of that works next year. Maybe I'll update you on that. I do have to say this makes me look very shiny. I might have put a little bit too much on, but actually I do feel like I look a little less red. I don't think I could wear this by itself though, because I also look kind of green. I have a mirror in front of me and also right there. I don't know, it's okay. This is better than the first time I tried it. I'm also excited for this. I'm going to be trying the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. This is the first new foundation I bought in a very long time, and it's the first like actual foundation I bought in a very long time. Usually I use tinted moisturizers and things like that, but I thought this would be interesting because it looks like it's not a super intense foundation, and it also comes out fairly watery. So I did not think to check beforehand if this would go okay with that primer, so we're just gonna go with it and hope for the best. I usually put the makeup around the perimeter of my face and then blend inwards because I don't know, it's just the way I do it. I find that in middle school I used to use way too much foundation and I really don't need that much coverage anyways, so if I just start at my neck, the inner part of my face doesn't look as cakey. And I need to blend down anyways because my face is so red that it looks like it doesn't match my neck. So yeah, I'm going to be in a 5th grade classroom and I really had to fight someone to get me in there because she was gonna put me somewhere else. Our coordinator who organizes our internships was gonna put me somewhere else and I did not want to go the somewhere else. So I look goofy. I kind of took it upon myself to ask a teacher at this particular school if she needed an intern, but I think it got misconstrued by the coordinator because the coordinator took it to mean that I was like circumventing her authority, but that's not what I was trying to do, and I don't think it really came off like that, honestly, to anyone else. But I don't know. I mean, the whole situation was kind of goofy, and I mean, it's over with now, so it's like not a problem. But just, you know, my tip, advocate for yourself, I guess. I mean, I don't like doing stuff like that, and like I said, I wasn't trying to be like manipulative of a situation anyway. It might have come off that way, but that wasn't my intention. But I know for a fact that I'm going to be much happier in this school than in the school that she was trying to put me in, honestly. I'm going to add a little bit more right there. So this is probably like 2 pumps. It's very liquidy foundation. I like it so far. It looks like foundation. Usually I use the MAC Studio Radiance. It used to be the Face and Body, but they rebranded it. And that literally doesn't look like anything on the skin, and that's the kind of foundation that I usually like. But this is okay. This is probably the best case scenario for a foundation. That looked ridiculous. For a foundation. In my opinion. I think I might have used a little bit too much, but it's a learning curve, so I'll figure it out eventually. Yeah, so now my face matches my neck. And ignore all the acne scarring, because that's pretty offensive. I also use the shade Siberia, because I'm very pale and very yellow, and this is a really good match for my neck, I think. Next, I'm going to try this RMS Beauty Uncover Up Concealer in the shade 000. It's the lightest one, I think. And I stuck my fingernail in it. But if you've seen my doing teacher makeup routine videos, I am not a concealer person. And I'm like trying to do this. I'm not a concealer person because I have very fine lines under my eyes. And concealer just always creases and looks weird. But I thought this would be a good... I was originally going to do the Glossier stretch concealer. But I read that it was too greasy, like very oily. And I was afraid it would just look ridiculous. So I went with this because it, from what I can tell, is a little more matte, but is not matte. Like super matte. So that's one eye versus the other, and I think it's pretty good. I like it so far. It is like it's a less creamy than stretch concealer, and more creamy, I haven't tried it, than the NARS one, the NARS Pot Concealer. So that's my verdict on that. It's definitely gonna crease. That's just the way my life works. But it's okay, because my foundation creases, so I don't care. I also have a lot of texture under my eyes too, so I think I've just given up trying to make my under eyes look good, honestly. I wore a concealer. Oh, which one did I wear? I wore the e.l.f. brightening concealer that comes up in the tube. I just threw it away, actually. I wore it to internship one day, and I looked absolutely ridiculous. I finally got a chance to use the bathroom, and it looked insane. And it looked worse because I was just wearing the concealer. I didn't wear any foundation with it. Oh my god, worst mistake of my life, honestly. This isn't new, but I'm just gonna take the Glossier. Okay, so here's my question. On the side it says haloscope. On the bottom of it, it says Dew Effect Highlighter. Is it describing haloscope as a Dew Effect Highlighter, or is it Dew Effect Highlighter, aka haloscope? Or haloscope, whatever, I don't know. So I'm just going to take a little bit of it on my finger, and I think it kind of melted a little bit, because it's kind of greasy, but... and put it here. This has been my go-to recently. My go-to used to be... oh, it's over there. My Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. But it kind of, I think it's expired, so that might be why, but it emphasizes my texture here, and I have a lot of texture there, so I use it occasionally. I try not to use it too much. I honestly probably should buy a new one, but I'm not gonna, so. Oh no, did that just take off my foundation? That's rude. Did it, or am I insane? Yep, right there. Oh, nuts. Hold on, please hold. Okay, so update, I guess. I will be using my Hollywood Flawless Filter to try to remedy this situation. Some people use this as a foundation. I don't know how you would do that because it's so shiny. I would look like what's something shiny? I look like the candlestick in Beauty and the Beast. I don't know why that was the first thing that came in my head. But anyways, okay. We're fine. I also have a cream blush to try, so we're just going all cream today, which was not my intention because I actually don't really like all cream products because I'm greasy as all get back. But, whatever. Okay, I mean, I'm not going anywhere today, so. Yep, so my under eyes are already creasing. And you probably can't tell because oh, there you go. They're already creasing. And that's just where my natural under eye creases are, so whatever. I can't fix it, and I'm not baking. That's like disgusting. Okay, so I'm gonna take my L'Oreal Infallible loose powder. Usually I use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder, but I was like, oh, maybe I'll try, there's a crow outside. Maybe I'll try loose powder for once, and I actually like it, and it's pure white, 100% white, which I love, because pressed powders, even if they're translucent, are not translucent. Just a FYI on that one. Oh, I literally was just talking about doing a cream blush, and then I started setting my under eyes. I'm literally stupid. Okay. Okay, it's fine. The only problem with loose powder is that I always have a fan on and it always gets everywhere. So, trade-offs. So this was the product that was gifted by my friend. It is the Fenty Beauty Cream Blush in Peach Face. And it's a very true kind of corally orange shimmer blush shade. Very pretty. I really like it. I'm just gonna apply it with my fingers and see if that's fine. If it's not fine, this will be really rough because my makeup is looking okay so far. So okay, it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. You also know that I don't use, you'll also know if you watch those teacher makeup videos that I don't use bronzer. So I usually use blush to kind of liven up my face. And cream blush is a little difficult for that because I like to bring it around here. And it's hard to do that without actually looking like you put blush in your forehead. But it's okay. I'm thinking I want to find some more video ideas to do because I like the videos that I do that are just music because they're A, easy to film, and B, kind of relaxing to edit. Realistically, I don't want to be like, hey guys, what's up? I'm in class. Here's Joe from math class. Like, that's weird. So, an easier way to film and still make videos, which I enjoy honestly, is to just do those no voice ones or whatever. But I don't know. I want to get a little bit more creative next semester, so we'll see. I wanted to do some grocery haul videos, but I really don't want to do those when my roommates are like in the common area because it's embarrassing. So we'll see. Oh yeah, I don't know how I forgot, but if you were wondering, like if you've noticed throughout this entire video that I have a very small I'm not gonna show you because it looks hideous. A very small tooth. I'm getting crowns put in. I had veneers and then I'm getting crowns put in on my two, I believe they're called eye teeth. They're the teeth next to your front teeth. So I'm getting crowns put in there. So they put temporaries, and one of the temporaries fell off, and I don't have my appointment until July, beginning of July, something. And I was like, I tried to glue it back in, it didn't work, and I honestly don't care enough to go get it fixed. So, if you're wondering why I have a little chiclet for a tooth, that would be why. The other one's fine. The other one hasn't fallen out yet, but I'm a grinder, like a tooth grinder, so it might not last by the end of the week, honestly. I think I only have one more newish product, and then I will be done. I'm surprised I found something to talk about for most of this, because I really, first off, I can't really do makeup and talk at the same time. I just zone out. And also, I think I have a lot to say, and then I get on here and I have nothing to say. So I'm gonna be using this Sephora lip liner, but I obviously can't do that when I'm talking. Those are crooked, just don't pay attention to it. And then my sister gave me this Pat McGrath lipstick, which I don't think she sells anymore. It's in this little black tube. So yeah. That is purple. That's more purple than I thought. Okay. I have to actually take a picture for our senior wall in college. So since I have makeup on, I might as well do that, and I need to change my shirt, so I will come back in a minute. Is this too scandy? I feel like this is too scandy. I don't know. Okay, so I look like oh my god, I look my age. Sorry, I look goofy. The lipstick really did it for me, I guess. Here, okay. This, I guess it's the same color. For some reason, I really thought this was gonna be like a muted brown, and I look like I'm going out for Halloween. Oh my god. I might take this off before I take the picture, but okay. Anyways, thanks for hanging out. I might end up doing more of these when I get back to campus, because I do wear makeup more when I'm on campus. It's just the middle of summer, so I don't really wear makeup. But this was fun. I literally forgot to do my mascara. Give me a second. Okay, I'm back. The end of this video is a mess. But anyways, put my mascara on. I forgot also another new product was this e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade, I think, neutral brown. So it looks kind of green in the tube, but it's a good color and I like it. So yeah, I will probably list my opinions on the new makeup that I tried in the description. So look at that, because I didn't really go into it in this video at all, because it was just to get ready with me. Anyways, as I was saying, I might do more of these when I'm back on campus, because I wear makeup a lot more when I'm on campus. So again, thanks for being here. See you again soon.